Mr. Josh.
Hello. Okay. So give me a second. Let me share my screen.
So if possible, you can start with the basic things like how to check the ownership and
Liquidity.
everything. Yeah.
Okay, guys. So today's gonna be a little bit different, okay? We're not gonna go through what the PPT, we're just gonna talk about PPT and tell you guys, this is this is that. Okay, today we're gonna do something a little bit different. Today we are actually going to teach everyone. Okay, we're gonna teach everyone here how do we go and check whether the liquidity pool is up, whether the minting contract is open source. Because if we just talk about, we just say, minting contract, open source, everything, it doesn't feel right because we cannot see. Okay, so today we're gonna teach you guys how do we actually do this. So if you guys want, you guys can record this or even write it down on pen and paper or just write it on your phone. It's okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me share my screen. Okay, guys. Today, the first thing we want to talk about is we're going to go through the 3-5 core tests, all right? The 3 security issue of the project to see whether the project is actually safe, right? So how do we go and conduct this checking? Okay, if let's say I want to look at the liquidity pool, if it's locked, okay? If liquidity pool is locked, that means that the project is safe, okay? The project cannot be rug pull, unlike other project or people that have already been through rug pulls. You guys already know what is rug pull, right? So let's go ahead and look at how can we know if the project will get rug pull or not, okay? How do we prevent this? So what I would do is I will go to this website called ave.ai, okay? Just give it a second. Okay, well, now this is the ave.ai. This is a third-party platform. It's like Dex Screener, okay? But I use this. So what I will do is I will go to search and I will search ARK token, okay? Here we can verify whether the token is actually 100% liquidity pool lock, okay? Now notice here when we go down to this part, you see the liquidity pool, the LP. Okay, this is the liquidity pool, and as we can see here, this is 100% lock. Okay, you can see that's the black hole here. Now, black hole meaning all the funds is actually in this address, and this address is called black hole, meaning the money can go in, but the money cannot go out. So no one whatsoever can go and steal the money away from us. Okay, this ensures that the project is not rug pullable. Okay, there is no way for the project leader to conduct this rug pull. Okay, so far so good. This is a way more easier way to understand this. Okay, if no questions whatsoever, let's go ahead and look at what does a project that what are the other so-called locks. Okay, what are the other locks? There is another lock also called KSP, okay, which is the time lock. Okay, we can see here like KSP, this is time lock. Basically what time lock is within this period of time the project leader has already closed this liquidity pool, has already locked it, but only after the number you see here, the time here, is already over, meaning the project will become unlocked again. So it could be rug pull. Okay, so what is the most safest? Safest is this black hole lock, meaning 100% lock, forever lock. No way for them to go and take this rug pull. Okay, so now once we already assess this rug pull situation, okay, we know that the project leader cannot rug pull us anymore. What's the next thing we want to look at? Okay, is it considered 100% safe in Ark already if the liquidity pool is locked? Not really, because there is another thing we must go and look at, which is the minting contract. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy ARK token contract. Okay, then I will go to this BSC scan. Okay, BSC scan. Okay, now from here in BSC scan, okay, what I will do is I will paste ARK token contract inside here. Okay, now we can see this is ARK's website already. This page is ARK. We can see how much circulation, max holder, total supply, everything is also listed here. Okay. Now from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to contracts and read contracts. Okay. Read contracts and go all the way down to Oracle and click on this. This is our minting contract. Okay. Now, here you can see the contract creator is Ark Deployer, basically the creator of the contract. Okay, he's the one who created this minting contract. Oh, sorry. Now, how are we going to solve this? How do we know if the minting contract is open source? Okay, this is already minting contract. Now we go to contracts again. We'll go to read as proxy. Okay, now with read as proxy, we can go down here. We click on this hash row. Okay, this is basically how we check whether the token creator or the contract creator, they can have this minting ability. Okay, so let's paste down this address, this account here, and let's see if he has this minter role. Okay, can he mint token behind our back? Can this Ark creator, Ark token creator, okay, Ark deployer, can he mint behind our back? See, we can see here this is false, meaning he cannot do this. Other than he has the name token creator or contract creator, he cannot go and simply go and mint token, or go and so-called control the token or control the admin abusing. Okay, you can see down here. Let's copy this. Let's paste if he has admin control as well. We can see here it's also false. False meaning this person does not have this token creator. This token creator does not have this admin role or minter role or default admin role. Okay, so this is how we make sure that the project is open source. We can go ahead and just straight up search up if this account has any roles whatsoever. Can he control the token? Okay, this is why open source is so important, meaning that it's transparent for the entire market to go and check. Okay, now since we already assessed the situation whether the token is open source as well as the liquidity pool is also locked already, how do we know whether the token is the treasury? The next thing we'll look at is the treasury, right? Because the people who govern the treasury is the people that help steer the direction of ARK or the project, right? So do we want a project to be controlled by project leader or project team? Okay, that only benefit them, or do we want it to be controlled by the entire community? Okay, from India to China to Europe and to Canada, everywhere in the whole wide world. Okay, to help co-govern this ARK, and also we want this treasury to be transparent, right? So we can see where the money is actually going. Okay, now how do we go and check? We'll go to this safe wallet. Okay, safe wallet website. Okay, click on here and we'll press launch app. Okay, now we can see this is the account that I have added into the space already. Okay, what I would do is I will go and press add. Okay, and I choose BNB chain, and the name I can put anything I want. I can put I love crypto. Okay, anything also can. Oh, sorry. Okay, now next thing we want to look at is how do we find this ATS treasury account? Okay, where we can find this account? We can go to this GitHub, Ark DefAi. Okay, then we click here. So this is Ark codes. We can find all the address here. All the address here, we can see minting, DOL, RBS, everything is also here. So everything can be checked. It's open for everyone. What we want to copy is this one, Ark Treasury. Then come here, we paste it in here. Okay, because I already added into my website already, so it's already saved, it's already added. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's go ahead and look at the Ark Treasury. You can see Ark Treasury is actually open and transparent for everyone to see. We can see that it's 17 million in the USDT asset in our treasury, as well as all the transaction, okay, regarding USDT or ARK tokens, everything can be shown here. Where the money is going. Let's say if I want to look at this one, 4 million USD. Where the money is going, the transaction hash, when did it start, as well as the people that voted yes on this. Okay, this is the multi-signature. Okay, so next thing we want to look at, we already know where multi-signature is going on. Okay, we know where is multi-signature. What about where is this proposal? Where do we as the community go and do voting? Okay, it's actually on this tally.xyz website. Okay, okay, so this is tally.xyz, and a lot of these DAO protocols, they all use tally as well. So let's go ahead and look at ARK. We search up ARK. We can see here, all these proposals is actually being voted by the entire community, by the whole wide world, okay? Let's say the 720-day staking plan, or this improving yield distribution and DAO alliance. As right now, we have the MBR 2.0 upgrade, okay? That's starting in 21 hours. So let's say we simply look at random one, okay? Let's say we look at this one. Okay, we can see here, these are the people that voted yes, as well as the people that voted no and abstain, meaning that the people that don't want to vote. Okay, you can see we have almost 4,000 addresses that go and voting for this. Okay, so now we can see where the voting is, where multi-signature is, liquidity pool and minting contract already. But next thing we want to look at, why does this person have 7.5 trillion voting power, but the people that voted no only maximum have 2.2 trillion? It's very unfair, right? Why does this person have that much? So let's go ahead and look at how much he has taken in Ark. Because how we calculate this voting power is actually how much you are staking or contributing to ARK, okay? So let's go ahead and look at how much he has. How do we check? We can go to this website called thebank.com. Okay, this is a website for us to go and look at the portfolios of other people's account. Let's say I look at this person's. Okay, I place it here. We can see this person has almost 491,000 in USD value, okay? USD value in staking, in bonds and staking. So it makes sense where he put more money into ARK, he put more staking into ARK, the more voting power he can have. But the thing is, the more voting power you have doesn't mean you are the big boss, or the big leader, the biggest person in ARK. No, because this is a true DAO community. Okay, what we do is, yes, this person can do voting, this person can do proposal. Okay, but the proposal, when it's done, it has to go to this safe wallet address to go and do signing, where they randomly choose 9 to 5 people, okay, 9 people to go and do this voting. They say, hey, you guys want to make sure that this proposal is something you want, okay? Make sure that it's beneficial to you guys. You guys can go and check again, okay? So that's basically how we go and conduct this checking or this liquidity pool minting contract open source, as well as the multi-signature, and how do we make sure that Ark is a true DAO community. Okay, everything can be shown here. So if you guys have any questions whatsoever, just open your mic or just let me know first, okay? And if you guys are done here, I have another thing to show you guys.
I think, yes, just a second. Let me ask to the community. Friends, आप सबको मैंने अनम्यूट का ऑप्शन दे दिया है. अगर आपको किसी को इसके बारे में जो अब तक बताया गया है, जहां पर कैसे लिक्विडिटी चेक की जाती है, कैसे टोकन मिंटिंग का ऑप्शन चेक किया जाता है, और कैसे मल्टी सिग्नेटरी, कैसे क्या कहते हैं, टैली पे प्रपोजल चेक किए जाती है, ये सारी चीजें अभी बताया गया है. अगर इससे रिलेटेड अगर कुछ भी आपको पूछना हो तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. अदरवाइज नेक्स्ट स्टेप पे हम लोग चलते हैं. एनीबडी हैज एनी क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड टू दिस? युधिष्ठिर जी, समर भाई, प्रियेश जी तो एक्सपर्ट है ही है. उसके अलावा मनीष कुमार जी, जमील भाई, एनीबडी, किसी को कुछ पूछना हो अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं आप. आई थिंक यू ऑल कैन अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ. हैं या सभी लोग हैं कि सब जाग रहे हैं यहाँ पर? हेलो, यस यस, ओके. अच्छा, एक बार आप हाँ, यस, ऐसा कुछ सिग्नल दे दीजिए कि आप सब लोग यहाँ पर हैं.
Yes, yes.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So, चलिए. So I think everybody has understood what you have said. So now let's move to the next step. Josh, continue.
Okay, now the next thing what we'll be explaining is the minting logic behind this ARK. Okay, because before we talk about the security, how secure this project is already, next we want to look at is this minting logic, because we say we are different, right? We're different from like traditional DeFi minting logic. We're using V3 logic here. So let me just share my screen. Okay. Okay, can you guys see my screen right now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, what we want to look at right now is this Ark minting execution logic. Within Ark protocol, this token minting can only occur, okay, with these special models, okay? Only account like this RBS or this POL, and such instructions are already centrally managed by the EM model, our minting manager, okay? So how does it work? So these two, RBS and POL, okay, these two have the ability to go and mint, okay? These two are the smart contracts that can go and mint token. Why? Because RBS is our market stability operations, okay? So the RBS will submit a minting request to the EM. Once approved, the EM will instruct the token minting contract. Okay, as well as for this POL, when people buy bonds, the POL will assemble the LP, then submit minting contract to this EM. Then only then the EM will authorize this token contract to mint accordingly, okay? So this is why these two have this minting contract ability. Why can they mint? Okay, this is the reason. One is our market stability. One is for people when they buy bonds. Now, next thing, okay, why? Once these people have already minted, okay, these are not people, by the way. These are all minting contracts or smart contracts. No human intervention. Okay, meaning no one controlling. This is all just smart contracts gone according to this authority automatically. Okay, so once this is done, once they have already requested minting, okay, we'll go towards this minting manager, our EM, which is the thing we saw just now. Okay, this acts as a printing administrator. Okay, it's like manager. Okay, team manager. These RBS and POL are the team. Okay, they request the manager to mint, and then it will have exclusive control over which models are allowed to request minting. Okay, once they say okay, I see your request, and they say okay, then it will start minting. If not, it rejects, then they cannot mint. Okay, now once this has authorized the minting, okay, it will go towards this token contract, this one here, okay, to execute this minting. Okay, think of it like a printing machine where it cannot mint tokens on its own, but only executed or like only start minting whenever the instruction is given. If no people give him instruction, it will just sit there. Okay, it won't do anything. It won't mint, it won't do anything. Okay, so far so good.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so this is basically how very short, very simple way to understand how this minting works, as well as how do we check whether the project is actually safe. Because this is very important, guys. No matter if you're doing this in Ark or you're doing in other project or anything, or in the market basically, these are key information to protect ourselves, okay, from this Ponzi scam, okay, or so-called fake project or dangerous project. Okay, we want to protect ourselves because we are investors. We want to find something that is safe, right? So these are the ways that ARK is educating the entire market. How do we check? What is this? What is that? What do we have to look out for? Okay, so this is why I brush again. This is very important. No matter if you're talking to the market or people asking you questions, these are the tools that we can use for the market. Okay? So, Mr. Josh,
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
I want to ask if they have any questions about last Monday meeting, or if today meeting they have any question whatsoever, because now it's a very good time to ask as we only have 1 hour meeting.
ओके अगर किसी को कुछ भी पूछना हो इस बारे में जो अभी चल रहा है या फिर पीछे हमारी जो मीटिंग हुई है उसके बारे में, तो आप प्लीज अपने आप को अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं और पूछ सकते हैं. इनफैक्ट मिस्टर जॉश, यू हैव कवर्ड एवरीथिंग सो आई मीन सो easily, so that most of the people have understood it. So still, if they have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask. जमील भाई और समर भाई, युधिष्ठिर भाई, प्रियेश जी, कुछ पूछना हो?
नहीं, ठीक है, एवरीथिंग इज क्लियर. मुझे तो पहले से ही मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग क्लियर है.
पहले से क्लियर है.
नए
Okay.
लोग इसमें हैं. समर भाई इज न्यू, लकी भाई इज न्यू. यदि उन्हें कुछ क्लियरिटी चाहिए, कुछ हिंदी में समझना हो, तो दे कैन म्यूट देमसेल्व्स और बिल्कुल पूछ सकते हैं.
यस,
क्योंकि
सभी
उन्हें
लोग अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं. अच्छा, ये मोटरोला मोटो G54 5G कौन है? प्लीज मोटरोला मोटो जी आप अनम्यूट करें एक बार. और ये ओप्पो, सो दैट हम लोग जान सकें कि वैसे तो आपको नाम से आना चाहिए, बट स्टिल आप आए हुए हैं तो एक बार ही अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं. एनीवेज, it's I think they have understood everything. Let's to the next, if you have anything, or if you can elaborate what exactly the new proposal which has announced today, if you can guide us through on that proposal.
Okay, let's take a look at the proposal right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yes. Okay, actually, all the summary of what is the proposal doing, can actually be seen at Tally as well. You can see here. Okay, what is this MBR 2.0? Why does it have to be? Why is it being released? Okay, why is it going through voting? You can see here, to further strengthen ARK market stability and adaptive capacity. Okay.
Yeah.
Proposal suggests upgrading this MBR. Okay, remember before we have this MBR structure already. Now they're proposing to upgrade it. Okay. Under the new MBR 2.0, okay, the ETH burn back funds, which is the dynamic burns for our Lido's Ethereum staking, okay, we'll use it to build a reserve pool for this MBR 2.0, which is capped at 5 million USD dollar. Okay, combined of ARK and USDT value. So half USD, half ARK. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the purpose of this. Okay, the purpose is to improve the strategic utilization of Ethereum buybacks. Basically, they want to use this staking in the Ethereum Lido. Okay, they want to use it more strategically to help this market. Okay, as well as establish a scalable reserve buffer to enhance this protocol resilience. Basically, to make this ARK liquidity, okay, the reserve to last longer, to become more sustainable. Okay. As well as to form a 3-layer structure. Okay, basically we have this RBS, this reserve assistance, MBR, this cap base value recapture.
Okay.
So this will reinforce the dynamics when reserve accumulation exceeds
The defined
threshold. Yes. So we can see where the money is coming from. Ethereum burn buyback proceeds. Okay. Then how much is it going to be? 5 million in total value. And asset will be USD to ARK as well as the core rules of this MBR 2.0. MBR not limited to one-time buyback. Okay, not limited to buyback and burn actions. Okay. It will be when necessary. It will conduct both buy and sell operations to regulate this market liquidity. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If the total value, you can see here, total value surpass 5 million, the excess portion will be deployed for ARK buyback and burn. Okay. So if the MBR have already over 5 million USD value, the rest of the extra money, they will go and buy back this ARK token and then burn it away. Okay.
Yeah.
And if the reserve level fall below the defined baseline range, okay, this future ETH burn back proceeds will be allocated again to replenish the reserve. Okay, so there's no fixed schedule for this ARK, this ETH schedule reserve to go and replenish this MBR. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it for the new MBR upgrade, the new proposal. So after 21 hours, we can go and do this voting tomorrow 7:30 a.m. 7:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
brother?
roughly after 21 hours.
Yeah, after 21 hours.
Yeah. So right now in MBR, there is around, I think around $4.5 million worth of ARK and USDT are there. So once this is implemented, once the threshold goes above 5 million, then the token will be purchased and burning will be started.
Yes, they will conduct this burning.
Okay.
Now, remember, Mr. Yuan, okay, this is MBR is actually used for market making as well as maintaining liquidity pool, okay? Liquidity pool and treasury, all right. This basically to make the project more stable. Stability is key here.
Yeah.
Okay. Any question?
No, I think nobody has asked any question. So it's very clear thing. And I request in the next session, if you can guide us through how we can withdraw our staked ARK token without using ark.pro website.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Okay, in our next session, maybe on Friday. So that will be more helpful for the community.
Okay, no problem, Mr. Josh.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh,
Thank you,
for joining us.
Thank you, Mr. Josh. Thank you, everyone, for joining as well.
Yes. So thank you, community, for joining this wonderful session. And I would love to thank Mr. Josh also for sharing the technical information. So if you have any queries, please you can ask in the group also, or you can ask here also, so that we can cover that technical session, technical things in our next session. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Josh, for joining us. Let's meet with new information in our next session. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.